Hey, here's some open G tuning stuff. Basically, you got your G tuning, and what it really means is these three interior strings are the same as regular guitar, but the sixth, the fifth, and the first are detuned. So any note on the first string that was at, say, the G that was at the third fret will now be at the fifth fret, or the G that was the third fret up here will be now at the fifth fret. Now, we should learn this closed position scale. Here's one of them to learn. There's 5 patterns, right? But say we're just concentrating on this one. So we got 5, 3, 3, 6, 5, 3, 5, 3, 7, 6, 5, 8, 5. Now I could do it a different on the bottom like this, the lower strings. 5, 3, 3, 6, 5, 3, 5, 3, open, 6, 5, 3. There's my root, open. Then I got this other note here, do da, but I can get that over here, dee dee da 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 da. But all the scales, patterns, the way I mapped them out, basically they jump up here on the 5th and 6th string, so it's hard to remember those. But it's not that hard to learn this scale. 5, 3, 3, 6, 5, 3, 5, 3, 7, 6, 5, 8, 5. Now there's a variation up here on the top where you can go 5, 6, 5, but we are playing slide guitar, so it's helpful to us to have it across. So that's why I think 3, 3, 5 is better than 3, 5. 3, 6, 5, right? So okay, so now you should know some G7th chords because most blues are in 7th chords. Not minor chords, they're 7ths. Okay, so if they're all major chords, they're not really a blues, probably. They're like a country tune. Anyway, okay, so a G7 is 4, 3, 3, and if you want to make it a major, is 4, 3, 5. Okay, so 4, 3, 3 is a G7. This is the 3rd, the 5th, and a flat 7th, whatever. But then a C7 right there is going to be 3, 5, 5. I'm using my little finger, and I can do little things like move my little finger around. So it's a 3, 5, 5, 3, 4, 4, 3, 5, 5. And then right there is a D7, which is 5, 3, 4. Now, a good way to learn this stuff is, even though you could take the same shape like G7, C7, D7, yeah, but it's nice to have the 3 main chords in a blues, even though there can be other chords, right in the same spot where your scale is. So G, 4, 3, 3, or C, it was G7, and then C7, right, which is 3, 5, 5, and then I could play the D7, which is 5, 3, 4. Another one I like to use for the D7 is the stretchy version, which is 2, 1, 4. And you can use that thing to walk down to like the typical, and you make it to a major chord at the end. So and C7, 2 and 3 and 4 and G7, 2 and 3. Then I like to add this sometimes, right? And I'm back to my C, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4. My G7 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Here comes the D7, 1 and 2 and 3. And the C7 and 2 and triplet 1. Now, when I'm counting that, they're really triplets. 1, so triplet, 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 triplet. But okay, so now the reason to. So then if you put that on, you're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and B7 over here. 2 and 3, and I got my C7, 1 and 2. Now I'm going to hit my G and walk it down. 1, 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Back to my G. Now the truth is, I do play with finger picks, right? Like this. These are a lot harder to deal with at first, but they save your fingers later. Anyway, they can deal with those later. But now, if you don't know how to play slide, let's just talk about that a little bit too. Basically, any note that you're going to play, you got the other strings muted. See, I got my hand up here. See, my thumb is flat. Really, you can't see it good, but I know it's flat against the strings. So I'm muting all those guys. So at a high volume, they're going to start to ring. So you don't want them to ring probably. And then I got the first 3 fingers on the first 3 strings. So if I'm going to play the first string, I keep all my fingers on and I just play that with my second finger. Then if I'm going to come down to the second string, I put my second finger back down and I play with my first finger, and all the fingers are still on the string. Then I go to the thumb. Otherwise, it turns into kind of a mess. So you kind of have to do muting. You can get to the place where you can kind of play it with a pick. There are the guys that are good at doing it without, they don't have any. You can kind of get good at it too, muting with the pick too. So, but this is the first lesson I'm putting out there. Basically, I think you should learn these 3 chords: G7, C7, and D7, and then learn the scale. Alright, thanks for looking at it, and I'm going to keep adding some new ones as we go up the fretboard. One thing, don't forget, slide is not called slide for no reason. Even though we're going sideways to learn our scales, tall ways, it kind of makes sense to play long ways. But that's a lot harder to conceive of. So first you get maybe these tall scales, and you get all the tall scales, and then you can see how they line up long ways. Okay, give that a shot, and look to the next lesson. Thanks. Talk to you then. I'm supposed to stop this thing. Okay, here we go.